He did the same thing P did.
Shorty.
Stood up in court. Man, that was wham. Man, wham, that was your get too, rocking with rat. And you be preaching about too, man. You can't do that, man. That's a fact, bro. You dead wrong about that anyway. Nigga a rat, bro. I understand all that. A nigga help put you on. Listen, man. A nigga is a rat. I don't give a what help. That nigga give me $1 million. Man, you a rat. Whatever you talking about. You got somebody sent to chain gang. Imagine telling them niggas still beat the Kato.
You seen your brother, P?
Most definitely.
But he said you told him to do that.
Man, watch out.
Man, oh God, that's what he telling the street.
Man, oh God, he kept. On that same God, he kept. Man, he come in for a nigga to take a plea and say a lie.
Urban Artificial Intelligence Strategic Thinking Media Platform. Ralo says Young Thug ruined Atlanta. This is a crazy situation. This situation seems to get crazier and crazier every day, man. Now, Ralo recently went on a rant addressing several different allegations about Young Thug and the conversations he was having behind bars. We got a lot to talk about with this situation. This is layered, and it's a lot going on at once, which is what's causing a lot of the confusion, because before we can really understand and before one of these clips can kind of register, before we can get all the information, new clips come out. Sadie Nash is pulling these clips out of thin air. I don't know where he's getting these clips from. I don't know who's releasing these clips. King AK-47 got some clips. And these people is not from Atlanta, by the way. So how they're getting clips before anybody else, I don't know. Who's the mastermind behind this? I don't know. Several people probably had these clips at this point. It's no tell. I mean, obviously now, but before it was released to the public, I guess certain bloggers had it. I don't know how people getting their hands on these, but either way, it's very specific situations that's being recorded, which makes me think this had to be premeditated. I don't see anybody at this point in real time being mad at Young Thug and going back and listening to all his phone conversations. This is somebody who got a lot of money. This is somebody who's popular. He was probably on the phone all day, every day. Thousands of hours worth of phone calls that he had during that time he was locked up. Whoever released these, whoever edited out these specific conversations, number one, they knew what they was looking for. They was looking for incriminating evidence. They looking for things, and I don't mean necessarily criminal things, incriminating evidence for criminal purposes. They looking for issues with his character. They looking for ways that they can embarrass him, which they did. In my opinion, this was premeditated when whoever leaked this stuff, when they first heard these conversations, they knew in their mind the information was valuable. Now, did they know right there that they was going to leak it and that Gunna was going to tell and that all this crazy stuff was going to happen? No, they probably didn't know that. But they knew Thug was playing both sides. They probably knew that they had proof that Young Thug was lying, and they wanted to use that against him in some way, shape, or form, or they either knew somebody who could use that information. I want y'all to get in the comments and let me know. An issue with this, and an issue that Thug is going through right now, he's involved in so much stuff. He's offended so many people that nobody knows where these leaks come from. I hear people saying it's Fannie Willis, that she leaking the stuff. I'm hearing people say it's people from inside the jail who he mistreated. Now, I don't know if by that they meant other prisoners, fellow inmates, or the staff. Either way, one of them. And then people was also saying it was Gunna. Gunna is behind it. Gunna and his lawyer was behind getting that information. Who knows? What do y'all think? What make more sense? To be real, all three of those reasons make sense. Once you hear these calls and you see how Young Thug is talking, every single one of them fucking scenarios makes sense. Y'all get in the comments and let me know what y'all think. Was this somebody at the jail? You know, boots on the ground at the jail, hearing these conversations? Was it Fannie Willis, who obviously she's not at the jail every day, but she has access to phone calls? Was it her trying to tarnish Thug's image? Or was it Gunna? A lot of people saying Gunna is behind these leaking. People are saying Gunna knew Thug was telling. That was one of the issues that Gunna had with Thug, that he knew that Thug had been interrogated before. I don't know how much Gunna knew, but I don't know, man. That's just a theory. That's what I'm hearing. That's what people are saying. If y'all heard anything else, y'all get in the comments and let me know, man. Now, Ralo and Thug went back and forth for a minute. And you know, Ralo was just emphasizing that Thug was turning people against each other. This was kind of a vague statement at first. But when we listen to these calls, that's exactly what Young Thug is doing. It's a specific call where he tells 21 Savage that he did not tell Unfunk to take the plea deal. 21 Savage brings it up. He says, "You seen your brother plea deal, right?" Young Thug replies, "For sure. I definitely seen it. 21 Savage says, "He said you told him to take the plea deal." Young Thug says, "Man, get out of here." So he's saying, I didn't say that. He said, "Man, watch out." So he's saying, I didn't say that. I would never tell nobody to take no plea deal. That's basically what he's saying. Now, during the present time, he tweeted something that contradicts that. He tweeted that he did tell his brother Unfook to take the plea deal. Now, a lot of people was defending Young Thug still, not as much as it was at first. People are slowly starting to turn against him, and they starting to see, damn, this nigga's a liar. This nigga is kind of antagonizing unnecessary beef. That's what it seemed like he was doing. He was antagonizing unnecessary beef. And a excuse that people was using was, well, maybe he said that before he knew he was going to beat the case. Maybe when he felt like it wasn't worth it to go to trial, maybe he told Unfunk that then. I don't believe that. I don't believe that. I believe the lawyer that Young Thug has, the type of money that you spend to get a lawyer like that, you know everything that's going on. There's no delay in information when you have a lawyer like that. So I don't ever think there was a time where Young Thug thought it was okay to take a plea deal. If he would have told his brother to take a plea deal, that's how he was feeling from the beginning. I don't think anything drastically happened in the YSL case to make him make a change that drastically, to go from telling a nigga not to take a plea deal to take a plea deal. I don't think so. I could be wrong. But to me, it just sounds like Young Thug is lying. Why? I don't know. Why he felt like he had to tweet that he did tell his brother to take a plea deal, I don't know. It makes no sense. He's contradicting himself. Another issue that Ralo was heated about. We hear a phone call. I think it's the same one with 21 Savage. Young Thug is speaking on P from QC, calling him a rat. Now, if Young Thug think that P from QC is a rat, that's his opinion. He can think that. It's a free country. You can think whatever you want. But the issue that I had with it was him trying to manipulate Lil Baby to stop dealing with P. I want to know, was there anything that P done to Young Thug to make him take that route? I mean, this was a crime that happened like 15 or 20 years ago, and I understand that P was in the streets at one time, but P is no longer in the streets, man. And again, even if Thug do think P is a rat, Why are you trying to turn him against Baby? Why are you trying to make Lil Baby take your stance? Maybe Lil Baby don't care if P a rat. Just how you didn't care that some of the people that you were around was cooperating with the police. It's strange. It makes you look like you power hungry. It makes you look like you insecure because you always want people at odds. For you to feel powerful, people around you got to be at odds. We've seen that before. We've seen that in regular life. We know people like that in regular life. That's why everybody is snapping on Young Thug, because the way he's moving, we've seen people like that in our lives move like that. Like, they like when people in the friend group beef. They like being the one controlling, and they're the one that's cool with everybody, but other guys don't like each other. That makes them feel more important. Like, Jeff and Chris don't like each other, but they both cool with me. So they don't talk to each other, but they both cool with me. They both do what I say. I'm kind of the middleman between them. That makes some people feel comfortable. I don't know, man. Y'all get in the comments. Let me know what y'all think about this. Anybody who stick with Young Thug after this, their character is going to be questioned because Young Thug's character is being questioned. This whole situation probably is going to ruin 21's relationship with Baby and P. Because in those conversations, 21 was speaking on confronting Lil Baby about P being a rat. No, excuse me. He was speaking on when Gunna spoke on it on a song where Gunna said, you pulled up on me, but you doing business with a rat. He was speaking about P. He was speaking about Lil Baby, talking about Gunna for the whole Yes Ma'am situation, but you signed to a rat, which is P. And this is what Gunna thinks. I don't think P's a rat. I have no opinion on this. I'm reporting what is in the public. These are public conversations. Even P, his response was public. He called Young Thug broke, which some people are saying Thug is running out of money. People are saying that P calling Thug broke was strategic. Apparently, and I don't know if this is true, but a lot of people in Atlanta know Thug fighting that case fucked his bank account up. Allegedly. That's what people are saying. And people in Atlanta know this because a lot of Thug's rich friends was paying the lawyer fees. Now, I'm not saying he's poor and broke. I don't know. I wouldn't know. Even if he wasn't, I wouldn't know. But that is a conversation that we're hearing a lot from people in Atlanta, is that Young Thug ain't the best with money. He don't got the best money management skills. And when you mix that with $1 million lawyers, multiple $1 million lawyers, you might be coming up short financially in a couple of areas. All right. And maybe P knew that. Maybe that's why he called him broke. Either way, Young Thug is getting exposed to an extent that I've never seen a rapper get exposed to. This is crazy. All the conversations that's coming out. And again, man, in my opinion, I gotta agree with Ralo here. That is turning Atlanta against each other. If you don't have no issues with P, why would you try to make Baby stop talking to him? Now, if P did something specific to Thug, that's different. He may say, hey, man, that nigga, he a fuck nigga. He did A, B, C, D. I don't fuck with him. I don't think you should fuck with him either. Now, I don't carry it like that. I don't tell my homeboys who they should and shouldn't hang out with. But if P directly did something to Thug, then that's understandable that he would say that. I don't agree with it again, but it's understandable. I see why that would transpire. But if he didn't, if that's the only issue that Thug got with P, is that he cooperated with the police 15 or 20 years ago, that's why he think Baby should stop fucking with P. That's fucked up. That's being manipulative. That's being a little bitch. That's being a hoe. it's like, damn, you want the nigga all to yourself. That sound gay. That's like some emotional shit. Like you an emotionally weak nigga if you don't want other strong, you don't want no other big dogs around. You want to be the only big dog. That's some bullshit. That's some bullshit. And again, these phone calls are going to ruin other relationships. It's going to hurt P and Baby relationship. Even when P said it, he said these niggas hang around niggas who talk shit about me. He's talking about Baby, y'all. He's talking about Baby. Who else is he talking about? Who else is he talking about? Think about all the people that he signed to. Who he's talking about Baby. We done seen Baby with Thug this whole time. The whole time since Thug has been out, we've seen him and Baby together. Whether they was communicating together over the internet, tweeting about each other, responding to each other, or in videos doing music together. So now you got P, who helped make Baby a millionaire, who helped put Baby on. That relationship, it could be fractured because he know you be hanging out with Young Thug, and Young Thug obviously be talking shit about me. That don't sound like the first time he's called P a rat. And if you call my nigga a rat, and I'm, and I just still hang around you, yeah, man, that could fracture a relationship, which makes Ralo right. Pretty much everything that Ralo said, the calls, we heard it in the calls. We heard it in the calls, man. But crazy, crazy situation, man. P, Thug, Baby, 21 Savage. This shit is crazy. The whole gossiping culture. That's what it seemed like Young Thug used to do, man. It seemed like that nigga talk a lot. He gossip a lot. You know what I'm saying? It's just, it's not a good look. It's not a good look. That is not how a leader is supposed to carry it, man. I guess that's why his crew is in the situation they are now, because he wasn't a good leader, man. But y'all get in the comments, man. Let me know what y'all think about this, man. Urban Artificial Intelligence, strategic thinking media platform. If you like the content, like, share, subscribe, and help the channel grow. I'm going to see y'all in the next episode. Peace.